Okay, we're back on Kino Der Toten. This is my second video on this map. First one was like the first run ever on release night that I had done, and I didn't get very far, so definitely wanted to post a follow-up video to show that I am getting farther than round 5 nowadays. Um, so this strategy here is heavily on the stage, looping around the stage. Which is an idea I stole blatantly from a guy called Vaporybean, who I play 4-player with a lot of times. And he started looping around the stage during our matches, and it worked out just like on Shino Numa when somebody would loop around the comm room, and it attract you get a long train following you, and it takes most of the zombies. And the other three guys have a real easy time, killing everything that's left. And then, so what he'd do is he'd loop around here, and the other three players would take the long way around, um, going up the stairs and then uh, up to where like the paintings are on the wall, and down that set of stairs to the speed cola, and back through the dressing room, and they'd come out that door there. And when the three guys come out the dressing room, we just all kind of shoot on his train that's following him to thin it out, and then we go loop again, and he builds up a new train. So it really works good for 4-player. The rounds are long as hell. It's ridiculous to get to like 40 or 50. It would take 8 or 9 hours. I mean, it would be ridiculous. I think we need to change up the strategy a little bit to use more traps just to thin out the time. But um, so I want to try that on solo and see how it worked with this loop, and it worked pretty good. I started using the turret to help it make it go faster. That's something Bean doesn't usually do, the turret. But you get a crazy amount of points, so you never run out of points, even though I started setting up the turret several times per round, and I never run out of points. I think I started with like 40,000 points when this video started, and I think at the end of the video I have, a little more than that, even though I keep setting off the turret over and over. And I didn't even get a double points during the video, so when you get a double points, it's even crazier. I got both of the heavy machine guns, the RPD and the HK-21 upgraded, which is like 1,250 bullets, I think. So you have tons of ammo, and it's not really important to get the kill with it even. You're just spamming bullets for points. And I think using the turret the way I'm using it now, it doesn't even seem to need to cool down. I let it run, and then I loop around and turn it on again. So I think you can keep hitting that turret over and over and over again. And so that's round 23 over. It only took about 3.5 minutes. So that's, I mean, for a round 20, that's not bad at all. So I think that turret's the way to go. For dog rounds, I mean, my only advice on dog rounds is don't back yourself into a corner, which usually the newer players like to do, and that's what always gets them killed. So keep yourself some room to run, and just try to make it a place where the dogs don't spawn behind you. I like standing right here because they either come down the hallway or come down the stairs, usually towards you. So the only way you're really going to die on dogs is if you got one bite in the front of you and one bite in the back of you, and you can't get them off you. So, as long as you keep them from behind you, you should be fine. I totally, this is not the ideal run, but I wanted to get a video up, so I'll go ahead and post this. But you probably saw there the quick revive machine is gone because I've gone down 3 times in the course of this run in various embarrassing ways. I went down like around 7. I mean, because I was camping on the stage before I turned on the power, and it was I just had an MP40 trying to build up a bunch of points to buy the perks and stuff, and yeah, I went down around 7, and I can't remember what the other rounds were I went down, but it was all doing silly stuff. I still am trying to perfect this strategy and the way I want to do things, and I think when I turn on the turret, I think I want to start jumping off the stage and then kind of looping around and and coming back again. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do to change this up, but it's definitely a good foundation to start with. This stage loop, the turret, occasionally looping the whole big loop and turning on the other turret, maybe throwing in some electricity, whatever to keep the rounds, you know, a reasonable length of time, because another thing that'll get you killed is when you've been playing zombies for hours on end and you start to get bored and make silly mistakes. And so anything to change it up and make it go quicker is definitely cool in my book. Like when I run this way, I could have turned on that electricity there by the stairs. That would have sped this up. You got the other electricity when I go up the top of the stairs that you can turn on. There's several of them along this loop that you can do. And this is when I was first starting the map. This is the loop I was doing, which I'm sure everybody's, you know, been trying, but it just takes way too long. So that loop on the stage is really cool, and I think there's probably a loop to be had right here on this staircase, involving this turret and running loops around the staircase. But it seems like the chances of getting trapped in the stairs are a little too high for me, and it's a lot easier to run this one, I think. You gotta be careful when you run all the way around, and then you know, you start running this loop again, all the things that were following you are going to be coming out that door here in a minute if they didn't get killed by that turret. And I run into a problem here in a minute where I gotta use a monkey because the little slow guys, the monkey zombies or whatever they are, the ones that spit the Nova gas when they die, those things start coming in full force here in a minute and kind of ruin my day. But somehow I didn't die from it. I got a monkey off. Doesn't even look like they really hit me that bad. So I got 2 hits in and then they stopped for a second while I was pulling my monkey out. So, you know, that's a glitch maybe right there, I don't know. But got lucky there. I like to leave that door closed. When we play 4-player, we usually go that route, go through the alley and open it up, and then come camp in here on the stage for a while. I went the opposite direction for solo, just because I prefer to have that door closed. You can run this loop with it open, and you just have to be a little more aware of your surroundings and maybe duck in that little part in the middle there if you have to, if there's a zombie coming. But at the beginning I went up the stairs and through that door and then continued on past the electricity and down the set of stairs down to the speed cola and then through the dressing room and came out this way. So actually everything is open except this door right here, because I had to chase the box around a little bit. And so that's the end of round 25, and what are we at now? We're at 8 minutes and 25 seconds, something like that. For 2 rounds and a dog round. In the 20s, that's really not that bad. Kind of skip ahead here so you can see the dumb way I died. Got kind of a panicky death here. I turned it on, got kind of stuck right there because the zombie was coming at me. I jumped off the stage, and then I started backtracking for some reason. And I couldn't get the monkey off in time. I got overwhelmed. So that's, I'm still trying to work it out a little bit, but I think I got a good start there. Thanks to Vaporybean for the idea. And if anybody else has any strategies for this map they want to share, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.